Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Buddha.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Where are you from?
I was born and raised in India.
What made you want to create this religion?
It wasn't intentional. One day I was walking outside and I noticed an old man, a sick person, a dead body, and a wandering holy man. The holy man seemed to be very content with himself. This interested me because I was born into a very wealthy family, and no one I knew seemed to be really happy, not as happy as him. And then I came to the conclusion that the only reason he was happy was from his religion, and I thought that only through a religious life can one escape sickness, old age, and death.
How does one escape sickness, old age, and death?
Through a four-step process, someone can achieve nirvana.
Okay, and what exactly is the four-step process?
First, you have to understand the Four Noble Truths.
Could you explain this for me?
The first one is understanding that life is full of suffering, pain, and sorrow. The second is that the cause of all suffering is people's selfish desire for temporary pleasures of the world. The third is the only cure for suffering is to end all desires. The fourth step is the way to overcome desires and to follow the Eightfold Path. Then after the second step towards nirvana is to commit to the Eightfold Path.
Okay, I've never heard of that. What is the Eightfold Path?
The Eightfold Path is being right in absolutely every way.
That has to be impossible. No one's right about everything.
It is. It's not easy to accomplish.
Then what's the third step in order to reach nirvana?
To lead a moral life.
Well, don't most people try to do that already?
It's more than just being a good person. You have to be moral in every way, including your thoughts.
Doesn't that contradict what the modern society says? You're supposed to think before you act, along with controlling your responses.
In my belief, you should learn to control your actions before you learn to control your thoughts. To live a moral life, everything about you must be pure and righteous.
And after you've achieved a moral life, what is the next step in nirvana?
The last step is meditation in nirvana.
So this is when nirvana is achieved, right?
Yeah, the final step is to achieve nirvana through meditation.
And what exactly is nirvana? Why do you have to work so hard to achieve it?
Nirvana is the union with the universe, and we want to achieve it so that we are released from the cycle of rebirth.
So once one achieves nirvana, you're no longer reincarnated?
Yeah, you're reincarnated a lot because the Eightfold Path is so hard to achieve.
So explain your teachings. What exactly are they?
Our teachings are to know the noble truths, know the truth, say nothing to hurt others, practice meditation, control your thoughts, resist evil, free your mind of evil, work for the good of others, and respect life.
So you would agree that you led a thoughtful life?
I live a life full of nonviolence and poverty. I want others to live like me because the only way to be happy is to completely dedicate a moral life.
Do you enjoy being a strong religious leader?
Yes, it's a great way to help others to achieve nirvana.
But what if they don't believe in it? How do you think you can get them to do so?
This is a very hard thing to do because people in India are Hindus and they have their religion. It's hard to get people to convert to Buddhism because the ways I have to go about doing things. As a Buddha, I have to be a strong leader through simple ways like meditation.
Okay, well thank you for all your time.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, Billy Yost.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, but I have some questions for you.
Okay, let's hear them.
Where are you from?
I am from Alexandria, Virginia.
Alright, what did you do there?
I coach football for high school.
And which high school is that?
T.C. Williams High School.
Okay, what motivated you to become a coach for the football team?
I've always loved sports. I like to work with others, and I like to be a good example for the kids.
What kind of example are you trying to set for the kids exactly?
I want to be an example of the Christian faith and someone the kids can look up to.
Does your faith ever affect your coaching?
I don't lead by religion, but religion definitely impacts my decisions.
We saw your leadership throughout the movie along with the leadership of Coach Herman Boone. Do you feel like you are different or any better than Boone?
In some ways, yes and no. We're both very passionate about the sport and the players, but I feel like I am more down to earth and calming to the boys.
What was your biggest enemy as a coach? Did you have any major issues?
I don't feel like I had any true enemies, but there were huge struggles with the team, with racism.
How did you affect your team's view on racism?
Well, considering the fact that the coach was a different race and we had a very few black players on the team, there was a trust issue with some staff and a team as a whole.
Exactly how did you change or alter the view of one another?
Being on a team means trusting each other and seeing each other as equals. Through the boys seeing Coach Boone and I work together, they saw the racism doesn't matter. After all, hard work with the boys we did throughout the season bonded them together, and nothing could affect them.
Oh, okay. And what do you feel is the most inspirational thing you ever said?
I told the boys to forget race, forget religion, forget. Just reach out to people because a lot of people aren't going to make the first move. Make your circle bigger.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Toby.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know anything about Coach Yost?
From the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the movie a couple times.
Okay. Do you think that there's any chance he might have maybe a possibility to win the 2016 presidential election?
That's an interesting question. I think because he stood up for what he thought was right and didn't accept a public award and recognition for Coach of the Year because they were going to turn around and fire his boss, who he thought was doing a good job. And he would have taken his boss's job if he would have taken the award. I don't think he would be a good politician to win a presidential election because I haven't seen a politician stand up for what's right and not take a public recognition
Right.
when offered like that. So I think he did what was right in his heart, and I don't know that that's how you get to be president.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Monica.
I'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you believe that Buddha would be a strong leader today in modern times?
I believe that Buddha could have some influence on today's times. He was a very peaceful, loving man, and I think he could calm a lot of people down right now with all the things that are going on in our world. He was just a good soul, and I think that we need that as a leader.
Right.
I think it would be hard for him to be a good leader today because people are so used to the rabble-rousers of the world. So I think that would be hard for him, but I do believe that he could be effective in some ways.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.